Hello guys and gals, and welcome to another episode of Trollpasta Storytime. In this episode, we're going to read BOB.EXE. A story about a Lego maniac who gets a copy of Lego Island. Lego Universe, and it's a cursed copy. Like all cliches. Well, bye. Enjoy this video. I'm a Lego maniac. I can't help it. I've been building with these Danish plastic blocks for as long as I can remember. I collect all sorts of Lego sets. Anything from classic Legoland Space to the Lego Movie. I've got complete sets of 16 for every series of minifigures, plus 2 Mr. Gold minifigures that I got off eBay for $9,999.98 each. My basement is occupied with tables and shelves adorned with models to the point where it's impossible to walk around without bumping into something. I subscribed to BOB.EXE magazine back in 1987. 5 Nights at Freddy's 4 confirmed. And after that went out of print, followed up with Lego Mania, Lego Magazine, Brickmaster Magazine, and now Lego Club Magazine, plus issues of Lego Adventures and World Club Magazine that I have imported from Europe. I've still got every Lego t-shirt from the 90s, even though none of me fit them now, including one awesome shirt that I got with some UFO Land Rover for only $6. My wallet is so thin since crack is cheaper. What? But I'm always the first to check to see if the local Lego store has received the latest shipments of the Ultimate Collector Series Star Wars sets. Some may say that, at the ripe age of 38, my life is a wreck, but that's just the life of a Lego maniac. Poem is rated 10 out of 10. But let's talk about Lego video games. When Lego Island first came out in 1999, my mind was blown. It was totally awesome, dude. And it was the 90s, which means you could say totally awesome dude in public without people staring at you. Ever since then, I collected every single Lego game, plus any re-releases. This even includes titles like Gladiator and Bionicle the Game, which are total garbage, but I still play them anyway because they're Lego. And even though TT Games' latest title, the Lego Movie video game, is just another version of Lego Star Wars without any of the novelty or fun of the first 500 versions of Lego Star Wars that they've released in the past 2 years, I still love it because I'm not that much of a Lego maniac. But sadly, there is one Lego game that I thought I would never be able to enjoy again. Lego Universe. That is, until one fateful day this past winter. I was playing the Lego Movie video game on my PC, checking out a cool cheat code that unlocks Johnny Thunder, and wondering why he simply wasn't available from the start, because clearly everyone would want to play as Johnny Thunder, so it's a mystery why you can't play him unless you know the cheat code. It's about 1:53 in the afternoon when I heard my grandmother screaming at me, "Zach, the mailman again arrived 2 hours ago! Stop playing that game and make yourself useful, young man!" "Fine, Grandma," I yelled back at her, annoyed. I paused the game and went back to check the mail. As I brought it inside the house and put down on my kitchen table, I was expecting to find another unemployment check. Instead, much to my surprise, I found a CD case and a note. Even though it was written very messily, as though the writer was in a hurry, I immediately recognized the handwriting belonging to my old friend as a former fellow Lego maniac, Jack. Jack and Zach, huh? Nice. "Zach, I've had enough of this. I can't handle it anymore. It's too much for me. I had to get rid of this somehow, but instead of destroying it myself or just selling it on eBay, I thought giving it to you was the much better option. Please don't make me regret this decision by doing something stupid that would end up being written in some lame, overly cliched creepypasta. Please, Zach, you have to destroy this disc because I cannot for some poorly explained reasons. It's the only way. Do not play it. Please, for the love of all that is holy, whatever you do, do not play it. I trust you as a friend, Zach. Please don't make me feel that my trust has been misplaced by going against what I'm telling you. Please, do not play it. Do not even think about playing it. Don't even think about not playing it. You cannot let yourself be tempted. Even though it's the only fully functional copy of LEGO Universe that still works offline. Oh wow, a fully functional copy of LEGO Universe that still works offline? Everything else didn't matter as soon as I read those words. Finally, I was about to play LEGO Universe again. Oh my god. It was a LEGO Maniac's dream come true. With that, I tossed aside the note and looked at the CD. It was blank and plain on appearance, though the words BOB.EXE were scrawled on it with permanent black marker. I immediately recalled that Bob was the name of LEGO Universe's mascot, and that only reminded me of how excited I was to play this game. I rushed back to my computer and immediately exited out of the LEGO Movie video game, and in my haste, I even forgot to save. Not that it mattered. I took out the disc for the LEGO Movie and threw in the CD for BOB.EXE so quickly that I nearly shattered it into pieces in my excitement. Well, good job. This opened the LEGO Universe Patcher, and it started downloading some new files before saying it was ready to play. I launched the game, and it brought me to the main menu. Everything was just as I remembered it. The music by Brian Tyler, the funny animations by the Nexus astronaut and the dragon in the background, and of course, Bob himself, standing cheerily next to the login menu to welcome me back to this friendly universe. I typed in my Lego.com username and password and clicked on the blue arrow to continue. The connecting to authentication message popped up, and then for approximately 0.51 seconds, oh great, it's one of these creepypastas, that game flashed something very different. Something that I'm somehow able to remember perfectly in the instant it appeared. The LEGO Universe logo is no longer looked polished, but now rusted. The white, bubbly clouds had vanished, and the blue gradient sky turned red. The blue trees on the horizon turned black, and they look like they've been burned, left bare to blackened bark. The Nexus astronaut was laying on the floor, which was no longer white, but now resembled the scorched earth of a volcano, and the dragon stood over him with vicious intent. Down on the bottom of the screen, where it normally says Copyright 2011 The LEGO Group, the year was replaced with 666, and there was blood, hyper-realistic blood, blood on the logo, blood on the trees, blood on the Nexus astronaut, blood on the floor, blood dripping from the dragon's maw, blood on the blood, blood. But worst of all was Bob. He looked fairly normal, staring at me with a perpetual smile, but there was something horribly wrong with his normal, comforting smile. And there was blood dripping from his empty black eyes. But as I said, this was only 0.51 seconds, so it didn't bother me. I just thought I imagined it. My therapist often tells me that I imagine things. He just doesn't understand that all I do is just imagine. After that, it stayed on this connecting to authentication screen for about 10.3 seconds before moving to the character select screen. To my surprise, none of the 4 characters displayed were my characters prior to LEGO Universe's closure. Instead, they were NPCs, but not just any NPCs. They were Hailstorm, Vonda Darkflame, Duke Exeter, and Dr. Overbuild. In my excitement, I did not notice right away a few things that seemed wrong. In the background, there was a bunch of blue-tinted stick figures playing around. Here, they were red-tinted and appeared to be missing their heads. There was probably some blood, too. The background music sounded like it was 50% slower and reversed for some reason. And I could swear that some parts of the song reversed almost like the ticking of a clock. But I wasn't sure this was symbolic or anything. To be continued in part 2.